It's a great pleasure for us to invite Mr. Muhammad Edy Yusuf to represent the opening remarks from the Deputy Minister for Food and Agribusiness, Coordinating Ministry for Economic Affairs, Republic of Indonesia. Mr. Edy Yusuf, time is yours.
Thank you, Pak Wicak. On behalf of the Deputy Minister for Food and Agribusiness, I would like to express her apologies for not being able to attend the webinar this morning. Therefore, please allow me, Assistant Deputy Minister for Estate Crops Agribusiness Development, I'm Muhammad Edy Yusuf, to deliver the opening remarks of Ibu Deputy. Good morning to all of you from Jakarta, Indonesia. First, I would like to extend my greeting to my fellow yang berbahagia, Datuk Raffi Mutayah, Secretary General of the Ministry of Plantation Industries and Commodities Malaysia, Tan Sri Datuk Dr. Yusuf Basiron, Executive Director of the Council of Palm Oil Producing Countries, to all speakers, Bapak Dr. Agus Prabowo, Senior Management Advisor, Head of Environment Unit UNDP Indonesia, Dr. Satadru Chattopadhyay, Managing Director Solidaridad Asia, Mr. Ziz Ragowski, Sustainability Consultant and Agricultural Technology Enthusiast. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to give these opening remarks at this second webinar on Global Principle for Sustainable Palm Oil, GFP SPO, organized by CPOPC. This webinar meets one of the 7 objectives of CPOPC, which is to strengthen cooperation and collaboration among other palm oil producing countries. At today's webinar, all the palm oil producing countries, including CPOPC observer countries, are invited to meet under one collaborative platform to inform and update the global framework principle of sustainable palm oil. As global demand for edible oil keeps growing and is used in almost everything human needs, palm oil is now the most consumed vegetable oil globally. CPOPC developed a framework that can subsequently use to value the contribution of palm oil toward achieving sustainable development in all producing countries. I'm pleased to welcome the completion of the CPOPC Global Framework of Principle of Sustainable Palm Oil. This framework will be useful for developing global sustainability reference on palm oil, as well as highlights the leadership of palm oil in ensuring the sustainability of all vegetable oils. Today's discussion is the second discussion about GFP SPO to inform the gist of the GFP SPO, including the way forward and garner wider support. We appreciate that CPOPC, who has taken follow-up steps to disseminate the framework content to stakeholders of palm oil producing countries, stakeholders of other vegetable oils, and other international partner or organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, we need to be constantly vigilant on the global vegetable oil market developments. Palm oil is an important vegetable oil needed to address the global demand. With global demand for vegetable oil increasing, producer oil should respond by offering more sustainable vegetable oil sources and supporting a solid framework to promote sustainability. CPOPC has initiated the Global Framework of Principle of Sustainable Palm Oil. This framework aims to create a common language across the different certification schemes being applied to palm oil production anchored in the UN SDGs as its base. Palm oil producing countries have adopted several sustainability certification standards, and these frameworks include the ISPO, MSPO, and ISPO. In collaboration and support of the current certification schemes, the GFP SPO can provide a common language across systems and benchmarks. It is worth noting that this framework is voluntary and is not intended to be a new palm oil certification scheme, but rather a critical reference applicable to the existing and future schemes. There are 7 sustainability principles compiled in the GFP SPO, which is explored more by one of the speakers today. Ladies and gentlemen, now that we have the global framework of principle on sustainable palm oil, CPOPC has to provide the necessary steps taken soonest to deliberate this framework with relevant international partners, especially the UN system, to help realize our common vision to develop one standard of sustainability for all edible oils. There should be a bridge on the following steps to be brought up to the UN and to other producing countries as a base to develop a global standard. Once we agree and engage with the UN on this GFP SPO, we expect to broaden our reach to other vegetable oils. Ladies and gentlemen, before concluding, I would like to thank all the speakers, distinguished guests, and participants for attending this webinar. My sincere thanks also to the CPOPC Secretariat for arranging this event. Lastly, I truly hope that today's webinar can facilitate fruitful discussions, inspire all participants to believe that the palm oil industry is here to stay sustainably and remuneratively in 2022 and for many years to come. And also, more people around the globe know CPOPC as a reputable international organization in promoting palm oil. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.